Hi guys, here we are on the range at Peebles Golf Club, and what I'm going to discuss is another important element of golf, and that is the ball position. So I've got three different clubs here. I've got 9 iron, 5 iron and driver, and I'm going to talk about how the ball position differs from having a 9 iron compared to a driver. So what I try and incorporate is with a lot of golfers, a lot of older golfers I do a lot of senior classes with, and a lot of beginner golfers. What I try and do is, with a driver, I try and get them setting up in a close position, so their shoulders pointing slightly right off target and their feet alignment slightly right off target as well. What this enhances as you take the club back, it encourages us to get our weight on the right side. That increases our range of movement, increases our shoulder turn, but it also maximises coil. Another thing I also incorporate is when people are trying to hit a shorter shot, what they do is they try and get their weight more to the left hand side, so try and get them sitting up in an open position. What that allows them to do is it feels like they're hitting down on the golf ball, they create stability, and what that enables them to do is it enables them to release the club. So what I'm trying to incorporate today is, first of all, we're going to talk about the driver. So I'm just going to dump these clubs at the side there. So driver, what we want to do with the driver is, so we want to set up in a closed position. So what I mean by closed position is our feet are pointing right off target and our shoulders are pointing right off target. What this will allow you to do is it will encourage your swing to be more rounded, so it will encourage you to be more into out. And also we want ball position. So a lot of people hit down on the driver because they're quite steep, so it encourages a shallow angle of attack, and also to try and on the upswing. So try and hit the ball at after the bottom of the arc and hit it on the upswing. So the ball position should be off our inside our left foot, so our front foot, our lead foot if you're right-handed, and it's the lead foot if you're left-handed, obviously. So we need to try and collect the ball at the bottom of the upswing, so at the start of the upswing. So we need to try and hit maximum height, trying to hit up on the golf ball. A lot of golfers hit down the ball, they have the ball position too far back, they create a lot of spin. Path's going out to the left, so you get that weak slice or left to right shot in there. Anyway, we need to try and get our weight 60% favouring our right foot or our trail foot and 40% on our left. What that will encourage us to do, it will encourage us to hit up on the golf ball. So a lot of people hit down on the ball, so they de-loft it, and they can sky it because they're hitting down on the golf ball, they're quite steep. So what we need to do is set up in a closed position, ball position off left foot, get our shoulders in a closed position as well. Now what that allow us to swing into out, so we'll create a shallow angle attack and our weight's on our right foot coming through. So that's the driver. Another thing that I've got is, let's go for 5 iron next. So with a 5 iron, referring back to the driver, you want a slightly wider stance, because that will help you keep a stable balance, and it'll help you keep dynamic balance a little bit more efficiently. Another thing I'm going to do is talk about 5 iron. So a 5 iron, we want our feet probably shoulder width apart. Ball position should be 2 inches further back than the driver. What this will do is it'll get our hands ahead of the golf ball, so as opposed to that, where with the driver our hands are slightly behind, which encourages an upward strike. I never mentioned that actually, but that's another thing to think about. Getting our ball position further back gets our hands ahead of the golf ball. That will allow us to hit down on the ball and squeeze the ball off the turf, so we're creating a little bit of a descending action as opposed to an ascending action. People try and force the ball up in the air. What that will do is it'll create a shallow and a very compact divot, so we're hitting down on the golf ball. And what else it will allow us to do, as we come down the weight distribution, we want to have our weight 50% on our right and 50% on our left. So another thing we'll do is talk about 9 iron. So we talked about 5 iron. So 9 iron, what we want to do is we want to try and, so the shorter the club, the narrower the stance we want to be, so we want to have our feet slightly narrow and shoulder width apart. Our ball position should be in the middle of our stance. So let's focus on our zip on our jacket, or the shirt buttons if you've got, so, or our navel, whatever you want to call it. What we need to do is try and get the ball in the middle of our stance. What that'll do is I'll push our hands ahead. Our weight distribution on 60% should be situated on the left foot, and 40% on the right. What we need to do is set up slightly open, because that will get our path. So we want to hit down it with a 9-iron or a shorter club, so that gets our path going out to the left. So we need to accommodate for that. So keeping our body aligned slightly to the left will help us get our lower body out of the way, and it will allow us to turn through shot, creating a descending angle attack into the golf ball and getting the ball up in there. So the more we hit down, the more the ball will go. There's 3 techniques to work on. So driver, set up in the closed position. 5-iron, we want to set up square with the ball position sort of 2 inches further back than the driver. That can push their hands ahead and it will be able to squeeze the ball off top of turf, creating a descending angle attack. And with a 9-iron short club, we want our weight slightly on our left foot, 60% on the left foot and 40% on the right. We want to set up in a slightly open position. That helps us basically release the club towards the target, hit down on the golf ball and get our left side out the way instead of forcing the ball up in there. It'll help us hit down to get the ball up. If you've got any thoughts on the video, let me know. If you feel my tips are helpful, subscribe to my channel at Allan Golf. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Allan Golf. Thank you.